Hey guys, so welcome back. I'm sorry I've been pretty quiet the last month or so. Actually, no, a couple of months. Sorry about that. I've been gigging a lot, I've been writing music, I've been recording, I've gotten my own band together, so that's been super exciting. And apparently it just takes up a lot of time, so I haven't had as much time to make YouTube videos as I would have liked. I've done a few trips recently, and one of them was to Kalgoorlie. So I'm assuming most of you guys are not Australian and don't know where that is, but it's kind of inland from Perth, which is where I live. So Kalgoorlie is quite a famous mining town. In fact, that's all it's famous for, mining and drinking. While I was there, I decided that I wanted to film a little bit and show you guys a bit of behind the scenes of what it's actually like being, I guess, a touring musician. And sometimes it's not as glamorous as you might think or expect. To get there took a good 7 hours. We did a lot of pit stops at service stations, gas stations for you Americans. So we stayed in this place called the Exchange Hotel. It's not really a hotel any longer. Like, the only people who stay there are staff. So there are bar staff, some topless waitresses. Well, are they topless? No, but they're very minimally dressed. Let's just say that. So this is where we ate. On the right's the diner, and then on the left is the bar where we actually played. And then this is where I stayed. So I got my own room, and then the boys got their own room next door. I don't really know what the deal is with these rooms. There are just so many beds. What was really cool actually about this accommodation was the balcony at the top. When we finished playing each night, we would go out there and just see what was happening on the street, because Kalgoorlie is very busy at nighttime, especially at 1 o'clock in the morning, which is when we finished. We got there on a Thursday. After our long drive, we set up shop and played 3 sets. So we went to bed, woke up the next day, and all of a sudden it was like winter. It was just grey skies, rain, clouds. It was pretty gloomy, but I wanted to walk around and see what was going on. This place is so weird. It's like all the buildings are old, and it's as though they haven't done any renovations at all, but somehow everything's pretty much intact. It's like something out of a movie. It's like we're in 2024, but this whole place is still in the 1960s or something. We played with an electronic drum kit, as you can probably see, and I had just an amp head and Harry had an amp simulator. So our actual stage sound was completely silent. That's the first time I've ever experienced that. Usually I play with live drums and my real guitar amp and a real bass amp. So normally the stage sound is super loud, but we played with in-ears and a completely dead stage sound. The benefit of that actually was that you could chat to each other through your in-ears and no one could hear you while the front of house was off. So I quite enjoyed that. That's pretty cool. After our second night, we went on the balcony just to unwind. Chaos ensued. Harry and JR, the bass player and drummer, they've been to Cal quite a few times before, and so they were kind of showing me the ropes. But it was crazy because they're like, oh, now we gotta go outside to check out a bit of the Cal entertainment. And I thought they were kidding. They were not kidding at all. There were these women and they were just beating each other with sticks. They were throwing glass bottles. The police came.
Teenagers or adults?
Adults.
Oh, there's a kid.
There's definitely a kid there.
Looks like they're about 8.
It was wild. So this is me practicing. I had so much music to learn and I was determined to learn all of it. When you play in a trio and you're the only one holding chords, you feel pretty vulnerable, let's say that. There's no one to kind of guide you. If you don't know the chords or you get lost, no one's going to help you because there's no one else to play chords and save the day. So Kalgoorlie is a famous mining town, hence why it looks like it's so old, because it is so old. Anyway, they've got this massive super pit and they mine gold and iron ore there. It's pretty cool. We went to actually check it out. By the third night, we had become pretty cocky because we'd really settled in and were starting to gel really well musically. But we didn't check our set lists before we got up to play, so we all thought that we had the same set of songs. We did not have the same set of songs. But overall, it was a super fun experience. And I think what makes it the most fun is if you go with people who are nice and who are quite similar to you. So lucky for me, the boys that I went with, they were great fun. They were super welcoming and we got on really, really well, which was super lucky because I could imagine that if that was not the case, it would have been a very different experience. I definitely recommend going on those kinds of trips if you can. I mean, people talk about doing cruise ships. I don't know if I would be keen to do that for like 6 months. That would be kind of soul destroying. But yeah, overall it was so much fun and I would definitely recommend doing it if you get the opportunity. This is my first vlog style video. I would love to make more stuff similar to this, especially if it's regarding traveling, because I think traveling is always interesting to watch. But let me know if you guys want to see more stuff like this, and